What's up, everybody? Welcome back. Another episode of Browns Talk after a Browns win again. 7-3, baby. Let's fucking go. Shout out to Rex Ryan, who obviously wanted Carson Wentz. You know, it was super obvious you want Carson Wentz in this game. How'd that turn out, Rex? You're a fucking announcer for a reason, and you're not a coach for a reason. Get out of here. Moving on. Offense. As usual, first. Baker did all right. He had a fumble. It was rainy as fuck. He could have done better there, and I'm not going to lie about that. He could have probably secured that a little better, but he was trying to make something happen there. It wasn't like a hero move, so I'm not going to say he's overdoing it. It's rainy. Probably wouldn't have happened, in Jacksonville next week when we actually get to play a normal game, not in Cleveland weather, so not going to fault him too bad for that. Didn't come back to bite him. They didn't score points off of it. So we'll take it. If you're going to have a turnover, that's the time to have it. He's kept the turnovers down a lot. Proud of him for that. He's doing much better. The Eagles' rush is no joke. Our line underperformed today. And I was being told all morning about how Nick Chubb isn't worth extending because his running is due to the line and he's going to fall off a cliff, right? That's what I was being told this morning. Well, 114 yards, 5.7 average, mostly after contact. The line was not blocking well today. I'm not sure what that's about. That's a little concerning. The Eagles don't have like a pancake rush. I talked about that in the preview game or the preview video. The Eagles' rush is no joke. That's something to be worried about. I was confident in our line picking it up. They didn't really. Baker got under some pressure today, for sure. And not only that, the running game, especially in the first half, was just getting completely bottled by their line. I mean, it was, not great. So let's hope the line, that's like a one-time thing there, because that's one of the that and the Steelers game is really the only games I can remember them playing like that. Nothing was happening there at the beginning, especially. Nick Chubb in the second half put that game on his back, dude. That video where he just Joel, I can't remember his name. Oh, it's blanking me, but 95. That Nick Chubb just bodies a dude. Keeps fighting. Baker's just celebrating the whole way as Nick Chubb breaks like 6 or 7 tackles to just keep going. I can't believe he didn't get in the end zone there. Then Kareem Hunt comes in and just jump mans over them 5 yards out, just hurdles in over everybody. This backfield is legit. It's so good. Dude, it's so good. No backfield is even close to this one in the NFL. That's just all there is to it. The Ravens are the only thing even comparable, and the Ravens are not this. The Ravens are 6-4, by the way. Let's go. Ravens loss, Browns win, puts us in second place today. I didn't even mention that at the beginning, so can't forget that. But, this backfield is insane. And that's usually because the line is really good. That's part of it. Today, it was just Nick Chubb. It was the Nick Chubb show. Breaking tackles immediately, like at the line or behind the line, and just making yards happen. Nick Chubb is a monster. Extend that, man. I don't care what these people on Twitter say. All that's BS. Nick Chubb did awesome. Receivers, Hodge, great game. Had one where Baker overthrew him, so he probably should have had a touchdown there, honestly. That was a bad throw on Baker's part, just overthrew him. But had a good game. Was there when we needed him. Higgins, good game. Great catches again. Higgins is awesome. Teams are starting to recognize it. They're putting better corners on him and stuff. These younger guys, Hodge and Higgins, are doing a great job. Jarvis, I don't see him a lot of the time. And that's a product of the fact I'm recording this before I've watched the All-22. So when you're watching, TV cameras, it's where the ball's at. I don't get to see a lot of what's going on. I'll have to see what happened with Jarvis. 2 catches, 23 yards. It's pretty good. As far as a ratio goes, you're getting 12 yards almost a catch there. And he had the one good run where he made that heads-up play to flip the ball to Nick Chubb. Even though he's past the line, he gets us an extra 5 yards. That's awesome. I really like that play. That was fun to watch. And I'm glad that they are running the ball to Jarvis a little bit to get him involved because he's just kind of not been there this year. I mean, he's a leader, and I love to have him on the team. I don't want him to go anywhere. Don't get me wrong there. It's just been a weird year for him, and I don't know if, having Odell out's probably not helping in that aspect. I'm sure he's getting a little more respect than he usually does. But I would really love to watch Jarvis have a breakout game, so hopefully that happens soon. But yeah, Baker, pretty good job. Couple balls you wish he had back, but it's raining and it's nasty out again, so that's going to happen to everybody. At least he wasn't turning over the ball left and right, so we'll take that. Nick Chubb, absolute monster. Kareem Hunt, monster. And the receivers did a good job today, all of them. Hooper did his job when he needed to. He had one drop that sucked, and ugh. But Njoku had a drop that was really bad and would have given us some good momentum. So a little bit iffy on those two guys today. Jarvis had an off day, just not getting the ball. But when he did get the ball, he was making use of it and being Jarvis. And Hodge and Higgins had a great game. So offense, they did it. They won the game. The defense might have actually won this game, but the offense did enough to win the game. And that got us there, so... On to the defense, and boy, did we have a show on defense today. You would think when your best player on defense is out that it's going to be a little rough, and it was not. There was times where you wish Miles was there for sure. You always want to have Miles on the field. Probably the best player we got, so that definitely sucks, but man, when we needed them, they came in today, and I knew that we were going to do all right against the Eagles, but I did not think it was going to go like this. Olivier Vernon, 3 fucking sacks, dude. Showed up. Earned his $12 million a little bit there, finally. He's had 2 breakout games this year. They've been recently, Let's hope he picks that up, keeps going. Because that was an awesome game by him. Not only did he have those 3 sacks, he had 4 tackles and an assisted tackle, and he was just on the ball. He was doing a good job today. Claiborne, that was his first good game here in a while, 1.5. He shared one with Ogunjobi, who got a half. Great game. Ogunjobi was kind of quiet besides that half sack. Sheldon Richardson, who didn't get a sack, came very close multiple times. Multiple hits on Carson Wentz. A lot of pressures. Really good job up front. That's really encouraging. I know the Eagles have given up a lot this year already, but still, without having your best player in there, you want to see your line do this. You want to see them step up. They definitely did. Secondary played pretty well. Money Mitch had some great plays. He had some off plays. He's not in there to be a starter. He's filling in for Greedy, and all things considered, I think he did an all right job. Denzel Ward, absolute monster, dude. I think 4 pass breakups, had that interception at the end after getting a complete BS flag called on him, a flag that should never have been thrown. Denzel Ward did not pass interfere on that play. Meanwhile, Higgins is wrapped up earlier in the game, and the Eagles get away with that. Refs were garbage. Absolute garbage. Didn't matter. Defense fought through the garbage calls. Won. Denzel Ward did an amazing job today. The linebackers really showed up. Mack almost had a pick. He had a couple weird plays, especially one bad where he let a throw go over him because he turned to try and pick it off. Instead of just breaking it up, it's 3rd down. They're going to have to punt. They're out of field goal range. You got to just get your hands up and break that ball up. You don't do that and let them convert and keep the ball on the field. Luckily, it didn't matter, but Mack's learning. He's doing well. And he had a decent game, but we just can't let stuff like that consistently happen. His coverage is getting better, though, so I'm confident in that. Taki coming in with the pick 6, dude. I was talking to my buddies today about how Taki is, there. He's got his moments, and he makes big plays. He's just got to be a little more consistent. Well, he showed up today. He had 2 tackles, but one was for a big loss. He had an interception. And then just in general was doing a decent job in coverage. He was a positive force. BJ Goodson didn't get burned again. The coverage from him is getting way better. This defense today played probably the best game I've seen them play all year. I mean, just an awesome game, and they didn't have their best player on the field, so that's encouraging. Hopefully we have Miles back next week. If not, we'll definitely have him for the Titans, which is when we really need him. I think we can, as long as everybody plays like they did today, we can beat the Jaguars like this. But obviously you want Miles out there, so let's hope that happens. Special team shout out here. I usually just do offense and defense for the most part, but Jamie Gillen was doing a great job today. He contributed the safety, basically, that OV got. Pinned the ball right down there on the goal line. He was doing awesome. Jamie Gillen's a great punter, and I'm glad we have him. Scottish Hammer, baby. Special teams in general, that was pretty good. Donovan Peoples-Jones still a little sketchy back there, but better than he was last week. Had a decent return this week on one play to get us out to the 50 there. I encouraged a little bit more with the special teams this week, but it's still a little sketchy. We'll see how that goes next week, see if we're making improvements there, but it feels like we are, so that's comforting because you never want that to be a big question mark for you, and it was solid for us last year, so I expect it to be this year. We just got to get it better. That blocked field goal is definitely not encouraging. That's Wyatt Teller. He's a great guard. He doesn't usually make that kind of mistake. It just happened, so I don't see something like that becoming commonplace. I think we'll be all right. But yeah, defense really did a great job today. Running game really did a great job today. Baker did a good enough job to win the game, and I'm fine with that. And I still think he's a great leader for us. So go Browns, baby. 7-3. Ravens lose. That's 6-4 for them. As much as I hate to say it, my wife did just text me a little bit ago and said the Dolphins lost. I love her, so I want the Dolphins to do good, but that does help us. As sad as it makes me, because I wish our team could be doing super good too. It's crazy. The Dolphins and the Browns are both good in the same year, so we've been pretty happy this year. So at least they still got a shot there in it for sure. And low-key, go ahead and get back in there, Dolphins. We're cool with that. I can beat these other teams, so we're cool with that. Colts just lost, from what I'm hearing, to the Packers, I think. So that's good for us. The Titans beat the Ravens, so we don't want the Titans to be doing super good, but we have a chance to take them down a peg and get a tiebreaker with them soon, so that's fine. Beat the Ravens. Fuck the Ratbirds, so go ahead. But the picture's it's kind of opening up here for us a little bit. I have every confidence the Chiefs are going to beat the Raiders, so we're getting there. I mean, we're getting there. I haven't said anything about that so far. I've been very hesitant about it, but the picture opened up a little bit this week. We come back with another win next week, and it's really starting to get towards the end of the season. We might have a Browns playoff team. Man, that would be great. Kevin Stefanski appreciation moment here as I'm dragging out this ending long as hell, but whatever. Stefanski is the best coach that we've had in my lifetime that I remember. I mean, obviously we had Bill Belichick when I was 3 years old. Don't remember that. Then the team got shipped off, all that, blah, blah, blah. For all intents and purposes, I think we got a coach. I think this is the best coach we've had in my life. Stefanski's doing a great job, calling great plays. Yeah, we don't run a lot of straight-up passes, but the play action is a killer against the Eagles. I called that in my preview, that they bite on play action. He ran it. He stuck with the run game, even though it was hard in the beginning. Look at how that paid off. Nick Chubb's murdering people on national television in the second half. Great job sticking with that. Stefanski is a G. Used the timeouts well, something that has screwed us for years now. I mean, this is awesome. I've been waiting my whole life for the Browns to be like this. Today was a game where it was a hard-fought game. You love to watch it. It was super fun to watch. This is what I've been waiting for. Super confidence in us going forward. We're on to Jacksonville. We better beat Jacksonville. We'll have a preview game later in the week. I'll talk more in depth about it, but we got Jacksonville's number. No reason we shouldn't beat them. Yeah. Man, this is awesome. Thanks for listening, everybody. Shout out to my kids for helping me out with the intro. Shout out to Veritas for the music at the end. And shout out to the Dog Pound. Let's go Browns!